Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, in today's video, we are talking all things peptide in this ultimate guide to the Ordinary's peptides, how to use them, which is the best for what you're trying to get out of the product, and also whether it's worth spending a little bit more for some with additional benefit, or if cheap and cheerful is the way to go. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, keep on watching. Before we start, I think we should just go into some of the common misconceptions about peptides. So first of all, they're not all created equally. You know, different peptides offer different things to the skin. Some brighten the skin, most of them hydrate the skin, some can trigger the production of collagen, and others can use as transport mechanisms to get the essential ingredients needed for the production of things like collagen to where they need to be within the skin. So they have multi-purpose functions within our skincare routine, and they're not all created equally. So it's kind of really important to choose the right one for what you want to get out of the product. A lot of people say, how should I use it in my skincare routine? Where does it fit in my routine? Well, peptides are usually water-based. In fact, almost all of them are water-based. So they go in the first stages of your serum steps with the other water-based serums. They are quite sensitive to pH. So what I usually say to people is avoid using them next to pure strength vitamin C, so L-ascorbic acid. And if you're worried about combining it with a vitamin C, then choose the derivative, because vitamin C derivatives, which aren't pure form vitamin C, work perfectly and are fine to be used with peptides because they don't disrupt the pH in quite the same way. I did a whole video on vitamin C derivatives, which I'll link up there, because check that out if you want to know one that is compatible with your peptides. Also, I wouldn't recommend you put them next to strong exfoliating acids because, again, the pH can impact the mechanism of the peptide. It just means you'll get fewer results, and the peptides won't be as effective as if you didn't pair them next to a direct acid. So if you are using an exfoliator, make sure you buffer with something like hyaluronic acid before you then apply your peptide serum, just to make sure that you're not putting it next to that harsh low pH acid product, and it risks denaturing the peptide. Once you've worked out which peptide's right for you, keep using them. Some people say, do I need to take a break? Does your skin get used to these products? I hear that all the time. I say, no. Your skin doesn't get used to products. Keep using them unless you're recommended by a dermatologist or a professional to take a break from a product. You can keep using skincare products throughout. And the same goes for peptides. So once you've got them in your life, keep them in your life. You might want to switch them up if you want to get something different out of the product or improve a different aspect of your skin, but you can keep using peptides throughout. And I would recommend you use them morning and evening. A lot of people say they only use them in the evening because they want to avoid that mixing it with vitamin C that they use in the morning. You're only really getting half the benefit if you only use them once a day. So I use them twice a day, and just make sure that you're using the right vitamin C, a derivative, so that you can pair it safely in the morning. Gets away from all that faff and wondering how to incorporate it in your routine. Keep it simple, choose a derivative, and then you don't need to think about how you're layering it in quite as much detail as if you were using a pure form vitamin C, and you get twice the benefit, so who doesn't want that? Now, let's come on for what we're actually all here for, which is to talk about the peptides from The Ordinary. I've tried all of these products. They don't all feature in my skincare routine because, you don't need, there's 4 here, and you don't need 4 peptides in your life. But I will talk through the benefit of each one. I'm going to go through in order of cost. So generally speaking, and this isn't always the case, but the cheaper product is, the fewer benefits it offers, and then you pay extra for the additionality benefit beyond there. So we're going from the most simple through to the most complex, and therefore the most expensive. Whatever you choose from this list, it's important that you have a peptide in your life. I think there's so many benefits come from peptides. If you can only afford to go for the cheapest option, it's still better than not having a peptide in your life. So don't feel that you have to break the bank to go for the most expensive. Work with what you want to deliver from the product, but also what your price range and your budget is. So that's just a quick heads up. Don't feel that the most expensive is the one you have to go for. So coming in at the cheapest of The Ordinary's peptides is the Matrixyl 3000 plus hyaluronic acid. Matrixyl 3000 is actually just a trade name for a peptide that a company synthesized and trademarked it as Matrixyl 3000 because it sounds more expensive, sounds bougier, and they can command a higher price tag for companies that want to include it in their product range. This product actually has 2 peptides in there. It's not just Matrixyl 3000, it also has another peptide in there, and they make up 10% by volume of the whole product. It comes in at the UK at £8, $10 in the US. So this is a really affordable peptide because I think they're a reasonably expensive ingredient to have in your routine. So It's rare to find one at a low price point like this, so this is a great option for people that are new to peptides and want to incorporate one in their routine, but not in a cost-effective way. This product is fantastic at hydrating the skin. It's super hydrating. The addition of hyaluronic acid as well is just going to up, which is a humectant, is just going to up the hydration game. So if you're using a peptide to bring moisture and hydration to your skin, this is a really good, affordable way of doing it. It will also help to even out the skin tone over time, not in the same way as some full strength products like a vitamin C, but it will aid that and it will help with that. And it will also have some anti-aging benefit, though it's by no means the strongest when it comes to anti-aging. So this is kind of like a nice all-round affordable option for people that are new to peptides, want an inexpensive option, but still want to get the hydration, a little light anti-aging, and some help with smoothing out the skin tone. So this is a really nice product to go for. The only thing I would caution with this product is it does contain oil. So if you're someone like me who has super oily, acneic, breakout prone skin, you might struggle with this because it does contain castor oil. I found that this product did break me out if I used it too often. Now my skin is very breakout prone, so this is a perfect product for anyone who has dry combination or combination dry skin, but I think if you have oily skin, this might be a little bit problematic. Now, moving on to the buffet, which is a peptide, as it says in the name, is a peptide buffet. If you imagine yourself you're on your cruise, you're going to the buffet, and you put a little bit of everything that you like from that buffet spread onto your plate, and you eat it all in one sitting. That's kind of like what this is. This is 8 different peptides all in one. It's in an amino acid base, which is even better. Amino acids are fantastic at supporting the barrier function of the skin, hydrating. They're just a gorgeous addition to your routine. So we've got so many different benefits. It's also got hyaluronic acid in here, which is going to help as a humectant to hydrate and draw moisture and retain it in the skin. So just an all-round lovely product. This comes in at $15 in the US, so it is more expensive than the Matrixyl 3000, but you're not getting 2 peptides, you're getting 8, so you're getting extra for the money that you're paying. It's £10 here in the UK. Again, this is an oil-free, so whilst it's not too bad, and I would only caution this for the most acneic and breakout prone, it is something that I tend to avoid because it does have that oil component in here as well. This makes up this is made up by 25% peptides by volume. So this is like taking it into overdrive when you compare it to the Matrixyl 3000. You're paying a little bit extra for that, but you're getting so much more. Because you're getting a multitude of peptides in this product, you're getting a lot more anti-aging benefit than you would have got from the Matrixyl 3000 alone. You're getting some of that skin brightening element, and you're getting tons and tons of hydration. So this is a really nice peptide product. I still don't think it's break the bank. You know, if you're paying £10 for a peptide, that is still super affordable when compared to other products, similar products on the market. Now, a lot of people will say, is this comparable to the Sub-Q Skin by Hylamide? Hylamide is another brand by Decium, which own The Ordinary, and The Ordinary actually say themselves, if you're looking for the buffet, but with a little bit extra, the next generation is the Sub-Q Skin Serum by Hylamide. So a lot of people say, what are the differences? Well, the price, the Sub-Q Skin is around $6 more expensive, but I do think it is a nicer product. I think it layers better, I think it's got a nicer texture, and I do think it adds more benefits in terms of the peptide mix. It just has some extra nice ingredients in there that I think are worth paying the additional $6. So if the buffet sounds like something you're interested in, but you want a little bit more out of life, then I do think the Sub-Q Skin by Hylamide is a really good option. And actually, you know, The Ordinary on their website do say if you're looking for a little bit more out of your peptide, then reach for the Hylamide Sub-Q Skin. All of these, by the way, are linked below, so if you want to explore them in more detail, check them out, then the links are all below. So if you want to buy them, read some of the reviews or read the ingredients for yourself, just click on the links below. But I love the buffet. This is what I started with. I never really went for the Matrixyl 3000. I wanted a little bit more out of my serum, so I started on the buffet and I loved it. I do think if you overuse it, it can be a little bit breakout, it can be a little bit too much for breakout prone skin, but for everybody else, this is an absolutely fantastic product. Now, next, if we're going in order of expensiveness, next and final is the buffet with copper peptides 1%. This is significantly more expensive. So you're looking at around the £10 price point for the buffet alone. Here in the UK, it's around double that for around the £20 to £22 price point for the buffet with copper peptides. The reason for this is copper peptides are really expensive. Copper, just in general as a precious metal, is super expensive at the moment, and copper peptides are pretty much the same. They had a nice bluish tint to the product, so whilst the others are clear, this is has like a bluish hue, which I actually think is a really attractive colour, but that's not why you should buy a product. The reason this is different, this is in effect the exact same product as the Buffet, but with 1% copper peptides added. So by volume, this is 26% peptides compared to 25% for the Buffet. People often say, what about for 1% extra, I'm paying double the price? And it can seem like that, but copper peptides are fantastic. I think they're my favourite of all the peptides out there. And that's because they are particularly effective at triggering the production of collagen in the skin. So the skin needs peptides to be able to break them down to the amino acids to then rebuild them into collagen. And copper peptides are fantastic for doing that. That's what gives this the anti-aging powerhouse effect that you get from this product. This is the one I use because it's oil free. So for anybody that wants a peptide in their life but doesn't want one with an oil base, this is a fantastic option. It's oil free, so it won't be clogging in any way, and it doesn't break me out. It's beautiful, beautiful formulation. It's also the best when it comes to tackling anti-aging because of that collagen production, the way it helps you produce extra collagen naturally in the skin. Collagen gives us that firmness and elasticity in our skin. You know, as we age, we tend to get that sagging. We don't feel our skin snaps back the same way when you pinch it as when we were younger. That's because our collagen levels over time go like this. This turns that into reverse and helps the body to produce more collagen. Our collagen levels are stabilized, and so our skin looks youthful, more plump, and just has that snapback, that firmness that we crave. I love this product. This is like one of my holy grail ride or die products. I love it so much I actually did a whole review on it, which I'll link up there if you do want a little bit more detail. This is absolutely fantastic. This one is probably, of all of them, the one that is most sensitive to changes in pH. So if you are worried about layering your products, this is the one that you really don't want to put next to a direct acid because it is super sensitive to pH changes, and it can denature the copper peptides, which, you know, you're paying extra for, so you want them to be at full power, full strength. So this is the one to be most aware of how you place it in your skincare routine. I love this product, and I think it's definitely worth the additional cost. Copper peptides also have some anti-inflammatory benefits, so if you're somebody that has quite sensitive, red, inflamed skin, this can really help. Also has can help with the immune response of the skin, so it's just got a lot of fantastic benefits, which is why I think it's worth, if you can and your budget stretches to it, paying a little bit extra for that. Now, to summarize those, because there is one more peptide which sits separately to all of these that I'll come on to in a minute, how I would say to work with is think first of your cost. What can you actually afford to include in your skincare routine? Because I'd hate for anybody to spend so much on their peptides that they then miss out on a vitamin C or a exfoliating acid because they can't afford those components. So work out what your budget is for this product. Even if you can only afford the Matrixyl 3000, which is the cheapest and the more basic of all these, it's still a fantastic product. You're still going to get some anti-aging, you're still going to get some fantastic hydration. If you can push a little bit extra to go for the Buffet, it's definitely worth it because you'll get that additional hydration, that additional anti-aging benefit, and some skin brightening properties as well. If you can afford to go for the Buffet with copper peptides, I would, particularly if you're concerned with anti-aging. If you think that you've lost some of that firmness and elasticity and want to get that back, then the copper peptides are a must in your skincare routine. Now, hopefully that's made it a little bit simple about which you should go for and which is the best for your budget and for your skin's concern. But there is one more out there, which is the Azuraline Solution 10%. This is a staple in my skincare routine. I've told so many people about this, they've tried it and they love it. This is called Botox in a bottle, but that's a little bit misleading because it's not Botox and you're not going to get the same effects as Botox. But this is a peptide which is particularly great at targeting dynamic fine lines. They're the ones that are caused by movement, so around the laughter lines, the frown lines, and the crow's feet. This has worked wonders for my skin. So I reckon with this product, I've got about a 25% reduction in the appearance of my fine lines and wrinkles around those areas. That is phenomenal when you compare it to all those anti-wrinkle creams you buy that do absolutely nothing. I love this product. It's super inexpensive as well. So here in the UK, it's £6, it's $8. So this is actually one of the cheapest peptides, and you can use it alongside any of the other peptides I've mentioned. So if you want to take the Matrixyl 3000, but you want to give it an anti-aging boost, add the Azuraline in as well. If you want to take the Buffet up a notch, but you don't want to pay for the Buffet with copper peptides, then add the Azuraline to the Buffet. It's still cheaper than the Buffet with copper peptides, and you'll get that added boost of anti-aging power. Or you could just add it to the copper peptides and you get that bougie, luxury, top-end, like anti-aging miracle combination. Beautiful, beautiful product. It is fully water-based, which is great because it means it's not going to trigger any breakouts or anything like that. It's oil-free, but it must go as the first step in your serum routine. It works best when it's closest to the skin. So cleanse and tone, exfoliate, and then apply this product. Beautiful, beautiful product. And honestly, within about a month, so one bottle will last you a month. So within a month, you will see that reduction in the fine lines and wrinkles and just an all over nice anti-aging appearance to the skin. This has been in my routine for like 2 years now, and I'm never looking back. Leave me a comment below if you've tried the Duraline. I'd love to know what your thoughts and feelings are on it. Like I say, I have left links to all of these products if you do want to check them out, buy them, or look into the ingredients and how they work more on the Destiny website. Leave a link below, click on that. I'd love to know what your go-to peptides are. These are from The Ordinary. There are loads of other brands out there, but let me know what your go-to are. Hopefully you found this video useful, guys. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.